Have you ever stopped to think that life is full of challenges and uncertainties, and that the way we react to them can determine our well-being? As Seneca said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to what happens to you that matters." This powerful reflection invites us to explore Stoic philosophy, an approach that can transform the way we live. In this video, we will delve into 15 Stoic principles that have the potential to significantly change your life. Stoicism, which dates back to ancient Greece, offers a unique perspective on how to face adversity, find inner peace, and cultivate resilience. In a world filled with distractions and pressures, this philosophy teaches us to focus on what truly matters: our reactions and attitudes. What can you expect when watching this video? We will explore teachings that will help you develop a stronger mindset, cope with pain and frustration more effectively, and find joy in the small things in life. Each Stoic principle we discuss is a tool that can be applied in your daily life, promoting a more balanced and fulfilling existence. Get ready to reflect and be inspired. Throughout the video, we will discover how the teachings of Seneca and other Stoic philosophers can be applied in practice, allowing you to face challenges with courage and serenity. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation together, where Stoic wisdom becomes a valuable guide for a more conscious and meaningful life. Stoicism, a school of philosophy that flourished in Greece and Rome, offers teachings that remain relevant to this day. Philosophers like Seneca, one of the greatest exponents of Stoicism, bequeathed us principles that can help us face the challenges of modern life. In a world marked by uncertainty, the relentless pursuit of success, and social pressure, Stoic teachings become a valuable resource for those seeking a more balanced and meaningful life. The relevance of Stoicism in the current context is undeniable. We live in an era where distractions are abundant and information flows at a frantic pace. Social media, for example, creates an environment of constant comparison, leading many to feelings of inadequacy and anxiety. In this scenario, Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on what truly matters: our own minds and our reactions. Seneca, in his letters and essays, emphasizes the importance of cultivating virtue and understanding that while we cannot control external circumstances, we can control our responses to them. This notion is especially pertinent in a world where uncertainty is the only certainty. Imagine a professional facing constant criticism at work. Instead of letting these opinions get him down, Stoicism teaches us to adopt a different perspective. The principle of amor fati, which means love of fate, suggests that we should embrace all experiences, good or bad, as opportunities for learning. By applying this concept, the professional can transform criticism into fuel for personal and professional growth, recognizing that each challenge is a chance to improve. Furthermore, Stoicism invites us to reflect on the ephemeral nature of things. In a society that values material acquisition and status, Seneca reminds us that true wealth lies in wisdom and virtue. This reflection is crucial in times when many feel trapped in a cycle of consumption and dissatisfaction. By focusing on inner development and building authentic relationships, we can find a sense of satisfaction that does not depend on external factors. Stoic philosophy also teaches us to practice gratitude. Instead of focusing on what we lack, we should value what we already have. This is especially important in a world where dissatisfaction is often fueled by comparison. Seneca suggests that, by recognizing and appreciating the small things in life, we cultivate a more positive and resilient mindset. These Stoic principles are more than just simple teachings. They are practical tools that can help us navigate the complexities of modern life. By internalizing these lessons, we can become more aware of our emotions, more resilient in the face of adversity, and more capable of finding meaning in our daily experiences. Stoicism offers us a path to live more fully, valuing the present, and learning from the past while preparing for the future. Thus, by applying these principles, we not only transform our own lives, but also positively influence those around us. Stoicism is a philosophy that invites us to reflect on how we deal with the adversities and challenges of life. A fundamental concept within this philosophy is ataraxia, which refers to a state of unperturbed tranquility, where the mind remains calm even in the face of emotional storms that life may bring. Self-control is a central aspect of achieving this serenity. When we can master our impulses and emotions, we become more resilient and better equipped to face difficulties with a clearer and more rational perspective. Imagine an ordinary day when you encounter a stressful situation, such as a delay at work or a misunderstanding with a friend. The initial reaction may be frustration or anger. However, if you apply the concept of ataraxia, you can pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, is this situation really out of my control? By doing this, you allow yourself to step back from the impulsive reaction and choose a more measured response. This practice of self-control not only helps maintain inner peace, but also improves your relationships and productivity. Stoic philosophers like Seneca emphasized the importance of cultivating this tranquility. He once said that true happiness is enjoying the present without anxious dependence on the future. This quote reminds us that we often worry about what we cannot control, and that worry robs us of peace of mind. If we can focus on the present moment and act according to our values, we can develop a sense of peace that is not easily shaken by external circumstances. Furthermore, Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, taught us that the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. This reflection leads us to consider how our mind can be our greatest ally or enemy in our quest for tranquility. By practicing self-control, we can shape our thoughts and reactions, allowing us to live more consciously and in alignment with our principles. It is important to remember that self-control does not mean repressing our emotions, but rather understanding them and choosing how to react to them. By becoming more aware of our feelings and actions, we can respond with more wisdom and less impulsiveness. Ask yourself, how can I respond to this situation in a way that reflects my values and brings me peace? This is a practice that can be incorporated into any aspect of life, whether at work, in personal relationships, or in times of crisis. In summary, by embracing ataraxia and practicing self-control, we not only transform our reactions but also the quality of our lives. Stoicism provides us with valuable tools to face daily challenges with a clear mind and a calm heart. By reflecting on these teachings and applying them in our daily lives, we can move closer to a fuller and more meaningful life. After all, true strength lies in the ability to remain calm and focused, even when the storms of life approach. In the context of Stoicism, one of the most relevant concepts we can explore is apatheia, which refers to the absence of disturbing passions. This principle teaches us to cultivate a calm and serene mind, even amidst life's uncertainties. We live in an era filled with rapid changes and unpredictability. Anxiety about the future is a constant for many of us. Here, the practice of apatheia becomes a powerful tool. By developing the ability not to let negative emotions dominate us, we can face challenges with a clearer perspective. Imagine yourself in an everyday situation, such as a presentation at work. Nervousness can be paralyzing, but by applying the concept of apatheia, you can remind yourself that your worth is not defined by the outcome of that presentation. Instead of being driven by the fear of what might go wrong, you can focus on what you can control: your preparation and your attitude. This does not mean you should be indifferent to the results, but rather that you should maintain serenity, regardless of what happens. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said that difficulty is what makes a man, just as iron is shaped by fire. This teaching reminds us that adversities are opportunities for growth. When we encounter challenging situations, we can choose how to react. By integrating apatheia into our lives, we learn to respond with calmness and wisdom. A practical example can be seen in how we handle criticism or negative feedback. Instead of reacting impulsively or feeling offended, we can observe our feelings and choose a thoughtful response. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This approach not only helps us maintain serenity, but also promotes continuous personal growth. As we reflect on these Stoic teachings, it becomes clear that apatheia offers us a path to emotional resilience. In times of uncertainty, like those we are currently experiencing, Cultivating this absence of disturbing passions can be a true differentiator. It is an invitation to look inward, understand our emotions, and choose how to respond to the world around us. In the end, Stoicism is not just an ancient philosophy but a daily practice that can transform the way we live. By adopting apatheia, we are in fact embracing a fuller and more conscious life. In moments of uncertainty, remember the words of Epictetus: "It is not things that disturb us, but our opinion about them." This leads us to a deep reflection on how we can shape our responses and, consequently, our lives. Throughout this video, we explored 15 Stoic principles that can truly transform your life. We discussed how the philosophy of Seneca and other Stoic thinkers teaches us to face everyday challenges with a calmer and more meaningful perspective. Each of the concepts presented, from accepting what we cannot control to the importance of virtue, offers us valuable tools for dealing with daily adversities. Stoicism invites us to reflect on what truly matters and helps us cultivate a resilient mindset. By applying these teachings, we can find inner peace even in the most difficult situations. Life is full of surprises, but by focusing on what is within our control and practicing the dichotomy of control, we can change our reaction to challenges, becoming stronger and more balanced. Now I want to invite you to take the first step in applying these principles in your own life. Choose a Stoic principle that resonates with you and reflect on how you can incorporate it into your daily actions. This can be as simple as remembering to accept the things you cannot change or practicing gratitude for what you have. If you enjoyed this video and believe these lessons can benefit others, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel and share this content with friends who may also find inspiration. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or experiences on Stoicism. We would love to hear how these principles have impacted your life. And don't forget to click the bell to receive notifications about new videos. To conclude, I leave you with a quote from Seneca: "Luck does not exist. What exists is opportunity, and it is how we take advantage of it that determines our destiny." May this message inspire you to continue exploring and applying Stoic principles on your journey toward inner peace and resilience.